We're going to talk about if you didn't save enough for retirement or you're afraid, part 2. What you're seeing in front of you is what it's like not to have YouTube Premium.
Chords, V's,
Jerks,
check it out,
clowns, and morons. Do not listen to this. They usually sell trading courses and everything else. Get yourself YouTube Premium. Am I paid from YouTube? No. Do I like ads? No. It's a different experience. Now we'll go to my premium channel and I will tell you strategies and bad financial advice, but stuff that can really change your situation. Real information. I've been rich and I've been poor. I was bankrupt twice in my life and came back bigger and better than ever. My primary thing is what you see in front of you. It's gone on for the last 7 years or so. And it's just been a wild ride. That's one channel. I make no money from ad revenue. I don't care. Okay? That's what I do. And everything you see is the real. Okay? Yeah, I bought 5 Lamborghinis. I remember the time I went to a payday loan store after I had a really hard time. And I went back and drove up in my Lambo and parked out front. I've had 5 and I don't lease them. I don't rent them. I went back inside and they said, "Can I help you?" And I had a tear in my eye and I just said no. I just remembered this place and I wanted to say thank you. And they remembered me and my little boy. So you never know when life can change in a moment. Not everybody has tons of money to invest. Not everybody followed Dave Ramsey. And the truth, I will tell you, from a man who has spent nights laying in bed wondering where or how he was going to make it, to a guy who could just write a check for a new Lamborghini because he's seen a nicer one that he really liked. That's wild. No debt, all the things that dreams are made of. No job, no commute, nothing. I make videos on YouTube because I enjoy it. So I think I'm experienced to talk in this field. Number one, nobody wants you to be rich. Nobody. Not the government, not your friends, not your family, nobody. So let's say you're an average guy or couple and you didn't save up for retirement, maybe, or you didn't save enough. You're worried. I never seen an opportunity like these high yield dividend ETFs. It reminds me of the early days in crypto when money was abundant and easy to come by and the average person had an opportunity. So the more I talk to you about things that are not the norm, well, the more they're going to hide my channel and not even notify you. They will unsubscribe you. In that case, I'd say unsubscribe yourself and then subscribe again. But let the algorithm know you want to see all notifications and then go over to a video. And the truth is you need to click the like to let the algo know. Shut up, Oracle, I'm talking. To let the algorithm know that you like this kind of content. So I try to make my videos so that you can listen to them instead of watching. So you can go about your daily business, because I don't watch videos. Okay, I listen. And in this video, I talked about what I would do if I had nothing for retirement. Let me tell you, dollar cost averaging is not going to save you. None of that. Saving here and there envelopes of money, dividing your monthly money up. What if you can't make contributions? What if you just don't have it? You'll never get anywhere with your $400 a month that you could scrounge up to put away. Well, you're paying your mortgage. You're okay with that. You're otherwise responsible. You just never found a way, a vehicle. I don't know. Is this the vehicle for the common man? Let me take you back to how I started this. You know, I just did a search for no retirement in YouTube. Immediately, I'm at the top. Above Dave Ramsey. I just made this video an hour ago. Refresh that. Look at that. Late, no retirement? I don't know. Maybe no people are searching for this. Millions are nearing retirement without savings. So I'm 71 with no retirement. 48 with no retirement. YOLO'd all my money. Now I have no retirement. Delaying retirement. I have a lot of debt and no retirement. Okay. No debt. You can't have debt. But even if you do, the only thing you can do, I'd never seen anything like this. I had started this with no money. And I've sold into pumps on bloody days. I bought back. Did a lot of maneuvering back and forth. But in its most simple terms, this is what I did. This is where I was before. Well, just take a look. So I have now. No, this is not. Let's find an accurate one. Let's go back. So this was when they paid 76 cents. They didn't pay that much this month. Paid less. But if you look at this, my HELOC, I did add 100,000 after, right? But you could see the expenses of this were $2,700 a month, and it kicked out 18,000. Not talking about any kind of appreciation or whatever, or depreciation. Stock market goes up and down. What we have here is a mission to pay off that 150,000 HELOC. You see margin? They'll let you use it as long as you pay for it, and it comes out of your, you don't even feel it. It comes out of your account. Okay? So right now, on 100,000 of my own money, really, I'm holding over $500,000 worth of stock. Now, normally you'd never ever margin or borrow or home equity something to do this on a stock. But because this is a new era of these yield max funds, a new era. Now, I have a financial advisor. He puts me in municipal bonds and things like that because all tax-free stuff. Boring. Okay, your grandfather's stuff. But this, they pay such high income. It's insane. Never seen anything like it. So it takes the growth of Amazon or Nvidia or whatever and it turns it into a monthly check that in most cases is more than enough to pay for itself and the taxes and the fees and pay down that principal. Once that principal is paid down, that amount here, you can choose whether or not you still want to have margin or whatever shares you have are now yours for free. And whether this goes up or down every month, which it will, and the share price, you won't even care if it goes up or down, so you should pick something good, okay? But every month, you can take in that income, you can pay off all the expenses, and then you got this. It's taxable income, yeah. Now, if it was me, I would do exactly like I did. The first couple of months, pay interest only. Make a separate checking account, savings account for yourself, okay? The only transactions you're going to do in there are going to be from what you created, okay? We're creating a savage income creating plan. You are not to spend, this is not advice, okay? Look at me, I'm a clown on YouTube, okay? So the first month I paid $5,000 towards principal, and then I started accumulating money. So I would do like Dave Ramsey said, accumulate some dividends in the bank first, okay? Once you have 6 months worth of expenses, just like in real life, then you start paying down the principal. Now you'll have money aside for taxes too. You can use that emergency fund. If you got a margin call, you can use that emergency fund. You can't pick something because you love it. You can't pick Tesla because you love Elon Musk. You can't pick the new Airbnb one because you stayed in an Airbnb and thought it was a good idea. You have to pick smart. I can't advise you what to pick. Now, I've lightened my load in AMSI, okay, and I've been getting great dividends. Hold on, we should have another page down here. Those are the same thing. Oh, yep, they're the same thing. And of course, we're using our mascot March, but we've added to March something new. I didn't want diversification. I wanted more of a monthly payout from March. And I looked tediously through all the returns and what they were. I took into account, I like yield max, right? But I took into account the underlying fund, what the fund was based on, whether it's Microsoft, Disney, or, Zomo. Maybe because you use gas in your car, you think that's good. I don't think it's good. We're only paying 34 cents or 24% distribution rate. Maybe you like NVIDIA and you want to get in on that. I think you're late to that gangbang. Okay, now, it all depends when you got in. If people got in from the inception or what, it's a different story. If you got in at $29 and it's 24, did the dividends make up for that? I don't know. Maybe because you love Bitcoin, all right, you want to go for coiny. Maybe it's the end of a bull run and you'll be wrong. The dividends will not make up for a mistake. So I search. What about Misty? It's too Bitcoin heavy. It's overpriced. We could be entering a 3-year bear cycle. But I don't know anything about crypto. I've lived off crypto for the last 7 years. Okay? It's been epic. So I don't know anything. But I don't buy crypto ETFs. What about the inverse? What about crash? I found that inverses don't work that well because you're betting against the market. Do you really want to bet against Elon Musk and his company and all of his followers? I mean, I don't like Tesla, what it stands for. I think the cars are stupid cars. All right, just my thing. I think that over time, the money you save on electricity, you're all going to get snookered. See, everything always goes up. That's how businesses beat earnings. Duh. So they either got to charge you more or give you less product. Right now, you're all being sucked into electricity, right? Let me tell you, a couple years from now, maybe 5-10 years, I bet you it'll cost as much to fill up your electric car with electricity as it does with gasoline today. And I ask you, where is your edge? Where is your life? So back to this. Bernie, you're going to go into a drug company based on a flu? Square? Why? Because you think it's going to be the next PayPal? PayPal pays terrible. Okay, Square pays better. AMD, because you think it's going to be the next NVIDIA? I don't think so. You know what? It beat earnings, AMD, and the price just keeps falling. Went up for one day. The dividend keeps falling. The net asset value, which may or may not be important to you, keeps falling. AMZ, I think, is a unique opportunity, but I want to get paid now, and I think there's plenty of time for me to sit by and watch what happens as to how they handle these calls. Too bad that we don't have somebody like Douche on dividends to tell us every trade that's happening or whatever, but honestly, most of the people in this space are unlistenable. They're either goofy or silly, or they have various reasons for making videos. NVIDIA, well, the price keeps going down and the share price, the return keeps going down. So Amazon, I felt, was a little bit of everything. So I searched all over. Don't forget, I've been watching this for the last 3 months. I've been in this for about 4 months. Yeah, making money. We had some tough spells, but it works. So I look at all these funds. There's, some YouTubers will interview anyone, any fund manager, because it thinks it's going to get them some kind of more subscribers or whatever. And there's a lot. Look, Yield Max comes from Tidal or whatever it's called, and they whitelist or white label. You could buy it's like you could make your own skincare products by slapping your own label on it from a manufacturer. Well, you can make your own ETF. So every douche water is going to come out with an ETF, and every dumb YouTuber, okay, like the Pumpkin, is going to be eager to interview morons. I covered this. Do not miss my previous videos. My work is that of epic proportions. So I watched, and I'm watching Yield Max, and all of a sudden they had, Alibaba, which I don't want no more stank finger. I already went through that. I'm traumatized, PTSD. I don't want Clip. Even if it sounds like Clit, I'm not into that. Jeppy, I don't want Jeppy. I'm looking around and I'm thinking, do I want indexes? Do I want Y Max? No. That's the garbage pail. See, like they just made Alibaba, they make, what's the other one? Airbnb. They just missed earnings terribly. Good thing the fund wasn't out then, or wasn't put into your beautiful universe of funds, because that would really be a sinker. So I want to kind of pick my own. And then I look at how much am I going to get paid? I add it all up, and well, I combined March with her sister. Yeah, Stacy's sister. They call her Round Hill. Why? I don't know. But unlike Stacy that pays out every month, okay? Well, unlike Marge is the best. Marge puts out for everybody except Asshead, because he wants to stay with Schwab and pay 12% and trade his $20 puts and annualize that and say that, he's a genius. He's a $20 baller. So, you want to bang Stacy's sister, Round Hill. I understand. Is she compatible with Marge? Yes. They're very compatible. All right, so you can take Round Hill and you can be with Marge at the same time. I've done this. I have a channel called Vag Hacker. You can look it up. And I showed my 2 girlfriends. They don't look like this. Is disgusting. But this is what you get when you're going for high dividend income, ETFs. All right. So I want you to meet Round Hill. I met Round Hill. A lot of people have been with Round Hill. She's been around. They had to open the windows. Okay. But she's happy with everybody. I don't know her that well. She hasn't been around my location that long. But I took a shot. And I invested in her. I bought 1,000 shares of her and her cousin. Okay? There's QDTE and XDD. Wait, XDDD. Double D's, baby. Yeah, well, let me just show you. March, you're all right with this? All right. Just in case you don't know, March stands for margin. This was how I started. Okay, back in March, $150,000 HELOC. It was going to cost $11.50 a month. My margin was $906 a month. These costs have actually gone down. All right, my interest has gone down. So that was $2,056 a month, and I was going to have 13,807 shares. So right here, it's like a business. Just this was simple. Mission complete forever. So at this point, 7,400 could have went all to principal. Okay? So the idea here is you got to make enough. It's got to be a fund that pays enough. This was 69 cents, and I felt really good about it. Went all the way up to 97 cents. I built my position to 25,000, 26,000 shares at one point. But I'm just showing you in this simplified example. Okay? Savage Savings Program. And the part you see down at the bottom where I had 52,000 in the bank, do like Dave Ramsey says. Build a cushion first with all the dividends. I mean, if you have $9,500 coming in a month, this was with no money out of my pocket. This was HELOC 150 and another 150 for margin. It gave me $300,000 worth of stock, and it was kicking out almost $14,000 a month. And those were my fixed costs. This is the only speedy way I can see for somebody who's either years behind or just wants to get rich now, right? But the key is do what I did. Build a cushion first in the bank with the first few principal payments. I'd say pay interest only. Now, it depends what your interest rates are and all that. I'm not a financial advisor. Maybe you should seek one. I have a real financial advisor who knows I'm crazy and this is my play money. I can do whatever I want. I also have a cousin who's a real financial advisor who knows nothing about crypto, yet loves XRP. It missed the entire bull run, everything. It's 60 cents, still 60 cents. Don't fall in love with anything, any one company or whatever. So what happened? Amazon missed earnings, so I stepped back a little bit. My positions greatly increased. My monthly expenses are around $2,700 a month. But now that I added, who do we add? Round Hill. We added Round Hill. A lot of you fans, I want to see here in the comments, okay, who's in Round Hill and everything else. We're not only going to get paid once a month from Yield Max, okay, in our AMZ position with 22,000 monstrous shares. Of course, our monthly income has dropped by about $10,000 because of the drop in Amazon, but that's okay. So I didn't choose QDT and XDTE because I wanted indexes. I wanted to diversify. No. I choose between the two of them, 1,000 shares each, because I said, okay, I'm new with Round Hill. She's new to me. Let me see how she takes it and everything, how it goes. And then when I put it into this dividend tracker, which I got the paid version now, I link it below. Do I think it's worth $149 for the year? No. But if you click the link, I'll get $35. I may remove the link soon, but that's how it is. Now, why do I do this? I don't want a spreadsheet. I want to see at a glance. When you get the free version, which you could try, you got to update it yourself. This real one goes right into your Robinhood. All right, so it's going to tell me. I don't have to care what the fund managers are doing. I don't have to look at retire on dividends and see, ooh, they sold a call, they bought a put. Jay squeezed a zit on his back and invited us to come on, and he's going to do another interview. I'm not interviewing nobody. You want an interview? All right, I'm not going to be used like a hoe. I want 1,000 shares, fund manager bitches. Stand up. You can give me 1,000 shares of whatever you got. We'll make it public. You can call it a marketing expense. I'll pay taxes on it. You can give it to me. It's mine. And then I'll talk about it on my channel. And if you suck, we will all see that you suck. So what this means is that any fund manager out there right now that's not willing to interview me and pay the 1,000 share premium, you know that your fund sucks and you just don't want anybody to know. That's what your silence is saying. You can reach me. Make sure you reach the real Oracle. I have many impersonators, so my monthly interest is about $2,700 a month. I built a cushion of $50,000. I don't reinvest. I don't drip. If you're dripping, you need to see a doctor. Does it pee when you burn? Okay, forget all that. We don't want to contribute nothing. We want to suck money out like a money machine. So when I look at QDT, I know you're going to all say, ooh, wait till the Russell one comes out, the RDTE. Okay, whatever. I'm not down with diversification. To me, this is two things. I have my AMZ position of 22,000 shares for recovery. I believe in that long term. Not like a true believer like Jamestown. All right? And it's all with Marge's approval. And I invited her cousin Stacy over, right? And Stacy is really Round Hill. So she's going to be paying me, if things stay the same, $926 a week. Just these 3 payments alone pay for all the margin, all the interest, all the HELOC. It's even some left over for administrative costs for me. Okay? This one is a freebie that could be put aside towards taxes or whatever. But if you're going to do this as a retirement plan, you need the velocity of money. First, build a cushion, okay, a couple months like Dave Ramsey says, in your savings account from the dividends. And you're only going to pay principal at first till you get some good amount of dividends, maybe the first 5 months. All right, you need that cushion. What if you get a margin call? What if you get something? You got to have, that's going to be your condom cushion. You wouldn't be seeing ads right now if you had YouTube Premium, because I don't get ads. I don't turn them on. And then, so after this pays all your expenses, boom! Okay, Yield Max bukkakis you all over your face. You're shiny glazed like the pumpkin in his orange shirt. Tom Thumb, the financial advisor, right? You know who he is. Not a bad YouTuber. But boom, you get jismed all over your face. With this, I don't know. This month, I ran up my Robinhood credit card to $16,000. And I got like $600 cash back. And I paid it all off out of that $50,000 that was sitting in the dividends. So I like this. I like the spread out payment dates. Not, the president's calling. Hold on. It could be Obama. Any risk you take is your own. Anything you do, you did. I am not advising you. I'm trying to stimulate ideas. As you look at this, it's almost like, don't forget I have my own 100,000 in here, right? So, and soon I'll pay off the HELOC in just a few months. I'm already working towards it. And my 100,000, I don't care when I get it back. I did that to speed up the process. But when you look at this, I know a lot of you are spreadsheet clowns and all of that, and you like that. I don't have time for that administrative crap. When I worry about taxes, you know what I do? I give it to my bookkeeper. Okay? I don't worry about, it's taxable and everything else. Fine. Whatever happens, whatever I do, she'll handle it. That's her job. That's what she gets paid for. So this is like, with the HELOC, it's like I got over $500,000 worth of stock, or synthetic stock, call whatever you want, ETFs, for 100,000 out of my own pocket. At first, I did it with nothing out of my own pocket, just a HELOC. So make sure you pick right. Make sure you're cautious and diligent. And I would really do the 6 months of dividends put aside first, maybe 3 months. Okay, just put aside for emergency, and then start paying down that principal. And then, every month, all this money's yours. Tell me if you like this content or not. I have to run. It's a 26-minute video. But if you had nothing, what else would you do? But you're sitting on that equity in your house. You can't just buy stock. You can't do the old Warren Buffett thing. You're not a great stock picker. You can't count on that. You need monthly income that's going to have velocity and outpace whatever you have. You do not get velocity by saving on your car insurance or not going to Starbucks. You get velocity by increasing your income. To me, a person that's owned businesses and restaurants and serial entrepreneur and seasoned in life, although I'm younger than you think, okay, this is great. This is like owning a bodega or a Subway store. There's no employees, there's no inventory, there's no rent, there's no opening and closing. It's like owning a building, Oracle Tower, okay? And just, it's not the point of getting paid every week, but the psychological of wow, that can pay off your margin, can pay off your principal. You might even want to reinvest something, but I'm not a fan of reinvesting. Mission statement: pay off your HELOC, and then guess what? Once this is free, go back to the same HELOC and write the check again and pick another one. Boom! If you like this, like it. Make sure you're being notified. I have to go.